Hey, Phantomaniacs, and yo, Joe! This unboxing brought to you by Audible Interlude, a G.I. Joe podcast, available the first Friday of every month, wherever you find your podcasts, under the Needless Things banner. So today I'm doing something that I've never done here, and that I don't usually do. I have bought some repaints. Well, that's not true. I buy plenty of repaints, but these are, I guess, mild repaints. I don't know quite how to describe them. I suppose they're Hasbro's response to some of the fan complaints about the very first series of classified figures. And I didn't plan on buying these because I like the original versions just fine, particularly with their tie-in to the video game, which I recommend. But I don't know. I saw these on the pegs at Walmart. And one, they just looked appealing because they're different, and I do like some things about these, which I'll get into once I open them up. But it was mainly just seeing G.I. Joe figures on the pegs. Like, it's almost a shock at this point to see new toys on the pegs, ready to be bought. So I really kind of impulse bought them. So we're going to take a look at them now. And I'm going to compare them directly to the original versions. I'm not going to go through the boxes here because we've done that plenty of times with other G.I. Joe releases, and there's more stuff coming out that I'll be reviewing soon. But I'll just say, love the box art, big fan. Looks like everything's pretty much the same as the originals. And I believe these are being packed with Cobra Commander. I could be wrong about that, though. You know, your best resource for seeing what case packs are is Entertainment Earth. So go check them out, see what these are packing out with. But I believe right now they're going with Cobra Commander, and they did not have a Cobra Commander at Walmart, which I guess is a good sign. So anyway, let's go ahead and open these up and do some direct comparisons. I'm going to start with Roadblock because I'm most curious to get him side by side. Take our trusty 1964 box cutter. Safely cut through that adhesive tape. Get rid of that annoying little piece of paper. And let's get him out of here. So, the original Roadblock, I liked quite a bit. There were a couple of issues with it, and I'm curious to see if my biggest issue was corrected or not. But old Marvin here is a big guy. He looks great. I like him, and I can tell you right off the bat that one of my problems was the beard, and I think it looks like it's painted a little better on this one. Fortunately, I can just reach right over here and grab the first one, and yeah, you can see, well, I don't know how well you can tell in the video, to be honest, but the original, look at that. Oh, gosh. Just straight up missing paint. Let's get him out of the way so we can focus. Really just straight up missing paint on the beard. Like, his mustache barely has any paint at all. And then when we look at the new one here, still not perfect, but looks better, I think. So let's look at these guys side by side, because this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to see these striking differences, because when you're just looking at these online, it's not as easy to tell. You see this guy and you're like, well, he's got gray pants and a green vest. What's the big deal? And then you put this guy right next to him and you're like, oh, that's the big deal. Obviously, that left knee pad, very different. The armor plating on his boots, dulled down to a gunmetal. It's not the same color as the boots. It's cool gunmetal, and we've got the straps are still painted on here. So you haven't lost, well, I guess you've lost the detail of the red. So that's one less piece of deco. The blue is still up here. So it's not like this one has less deco. It's just different deco. Even on the, well, no, okay, so we're missing a hit. Here we're missing the gold, Now, on the armor parts, you can see it's actually painted gunmetal, like it is different from the surrounding plastic. But then here on the back, they just left those hits off. They just didn't paint those parts. So, I don't know how much money that really saved them, if any, but it is a difference there. And looking at these side by side, okay, let's take a look at the weapons next. So, unfortunately, this big old blaster deal, I can't remember what it's called because I didn't care that much about it. It fell off the shelf not a great distance, and the handle just snapped right off. You can see the blue plastic right through there. And you can see on this one, that handle is not present on the original. And we have quite a difference here in deco. This one is the new one. Let's put our cartridge in there. Let's see. How do I have this one in? I don't know if this is correct or not, but it fits in that way, so that's how we're putting it in. Big difference there. You can see the cartridge on this one has some paint there. This one has zero paint. So really, the big difference is the red parts are missing, and it's a darker color. I like the red on the original. This one, because look, this is a wacky sci-fi weapon. There's no amount of paint is going to make this look more like an actual weapon, like a more realistic weapon. And look, I don't need that from G.I. Joe, really. But to me, just this one simple color is much less interesting and less toyetic than this one. So I prefer the original rifle on this guy. Gosh, it's driving me nuts. I can't remember what it's called. I'm sure you will let me know in the comments. But anyway, I don't have Roadblock holding this anyway. I've got a Fortnite railgun that I gave to him. Okay, so... Oh, and our knife. We've got the new knife here that slides right into the vest, which is great. I love that functionality. Now, do I have it in the wrong way? Or does it matter? Probably not. Yeah, doesn't matter at all. Okay, so just looking at these, judging them, you see, oh, the deco on the gloves as well. Let's take a look and see if that's actually... Nope, again, it's just a different color. It's not less paint. But I like that red. I think it's striking. I think it looks good. I think the basic issue here is that a little bit of paint, in my mind, does not suddenly make this a more classic Roadblock. It's just a different colored classified Roadblock. And, I'm still torn on whether I want modern versions of these characters or like straight up 6-inch versions of the original looks. I just don't know. And hopefully we'll get maybe next year for the anniversary, maybe we'll get some, how they do the Marvel Legends and the retro style cards. I would love to see 6-inch, true to the boy. He's really got some, and I say this as somebody stricken with lazy eye. He has got some major lazy eye going on both of these sculpts. Wow. But maybe we'll see some retro carded 6-inch Joes next year. Maybe that'll happen. But I like these designs. I like these styles. And in my mind, if you're going with a classified design, then the classified paint job is the way to go. I don't dislike this one, but standing on the shelf, this just is not as interesting as this. Now, what I would like to do is get this brighter vest on this figure. And I'm going to get online and see if, I'm sure somebody's done it. I know you can I know you can take these apart. I've seen people do it. I don't know how much is involved, but I'm going to see if I can't transplant this new vest onto this figure because I like this brighter green a lot more. All right, let's take a look now at our intelligence expert, Scarlett. Trusty 1964 box cutter right through the tape. Trusty piece of paper, discarded. And let's get Scarlett out of there. with her crossbow and her mini knives, all of which have storage on the figure, which I think is really awesome. I am a fan of what the Classified series has done so far. I'm not a fan of how it has been distributed, of how the Cobra Island stuff has been handled. You know, obviously there are a lot of problems trying to collect this line. But for my money, design and color are not among the problems. All right, so now let's straighten this one out. I've got her all posed, ready for action. Okay, get our accessories out of the way, which I can see are a slightly different color. Probably not even worth mentioning, but we'll see. So the first version is a little close. Whoop, let's get that knife out of there. A little close to the original Scarlett. Well, not even the original Scarlett, but almost the Sunbow color, I guess. But looks good. But this new one, a little more subdued colors. And, you know, I don't know. What's our difference here? What is... The face is probably the biggest real change. The color of the hair and the look of the face, because I think she looks less cartoony in the new version. Get a little more color in her lips. The eyes look a little different. The hair is darker. The blonde is a little more noticeable. You can see the highlights right there in the back. Hair tie is about the same. So, in this instance, I might find myself preferring the new one a little bit more. I don't know about these brown pants, though. This could be a matter of a head swap, to be honest. I might put this new head on the old figure. But here, let's run down the differences. You can see the blue coloring is missing from the knee pads and the shin armor. The red is also missing. So here, we're just lacking paint hits. The soles of her shoes, rather than that red or just brown, which I do kind of prefer that. On the side there, we've got the blue. No blue over here. This is gold, and this is like a brownish color. And then her chest armor, again, rather than being the gold, is kind of a brown. Throwing stars, still painted. The backpack, the quiver, pretty much the same. The buckle. Oh wait, I've got this twisted around. Okay, I've got the other one twisted around actually. Okay, there we go. So the belt buckle painted on both of them. The belt accessory pretty much the same color. So, yeah, gosh, I don't know. It's a tough call. There are things I like about both of these. I can't really say that I find one to be, well, I think the original is superior, to be honest. I like the head on the new one more, but the colors on the original are just better. Still got the pens sticking out of the red here. Hopefully we'll get to penless designs very soon for all figures. So there you go. Yeah, you can sort of see two marginally different figures. It is possible, because I saw a couple of Scarletts in store before I bought this one. It's possible I didn't even realize they were the repaints when I saw them. But I like that Hasbro's doing this. I like that they're doing something to try and get these back into stores. And, you know, I love this line. I want to see it keep going. I want to see more figures coming out. Let's hope that it's healthy and that it keeps going through the movie and beyond. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share. Check out Audible Interlude, a G.I. Joe podcast. And come back soon for more unboxings and reviews. Yo, Joe!